Okay, so this week was a lot about communication and different powers in the culture, in work cultures, in businesses. So I'll start off with the first topic being about why it's important for company leaders to seek feedback from, for employees to seek employee feedback um, about any issues that are occurring, any successes, and what should leaders do with the feedback that they obtain. So feedback is important because you're you're getting an inside view of what others are thinking. With businesses, leaders are able to see and get input from their employees, the ones who are working the business, the ones who are dealing, with the work tasks and responsibilities. Seeking the input would help leaders either, if it's not going to develop, create new ideas, what can we do better, what can be improved, and etc. And if it's going good, it can be put into the leader's minds that, okay, this is a perfect strategy to use, and that this specific strategy that they're using could be incorporated into many other practices or any other projects that are going to be going on in the workplace. So, yeah, it's just more with, at least if it's anything negative about any challenges, they're able to improve. They're able to think. They're able to create new strategies and ideas. Um, and like I said, they can use it to do all these things, such as creating new strategies, finding little spots to improve, finding little holes that are missing of information or change to better improve any things going on at the workplace. So a perfect example of this is kind of what's going on at my current job. Right now we're having a little back and forth with, higher power management and then us, the employees, because the workload and the expectancy aren't equaling out. And we've actually started speaking up for ourselves and just speaking to our managers and the doctors, letting them know that there has to be something changed, because either they're giving us too much work, expecting a lot from that workload in a small specific amount of time. So either that needs to be changed, or they need to figure out a new strategy or a new scheduling of how they want these tasks done, because it's impossible to get a huge number of work tasks and responsibilities done in a a small amount of time. On top of that, with the already stable set workload that everyone has. So with that, they were getting our input and listening to what our struggles and what's going on. But at the same time, we were also telling them of the strategies that we are using that have been working, but telling them about what's making it fall, what's making our productivity and efficiency fall. So of course we were hoping for them to hear us, to listen to us, to get our input, and to hopefully think of a new way to improve this, because it's not only affecting us, it's going to be affecting them. That's the work productivity where we don't want to slack off on any patient's charts, any patient's orders that they needs to get sent out and stuff like that, because of course this is a patient's health. But at the same time, they need to figure out what needs to be done, important, what can be saved for the end of the week, what can be done at the beginning of the week, what needs to be done at this time on this day and this, like that type of scenario, and not just throwing a bunch of work and then saying get it done. And thankfully they did listen to our input, and right now we are creating a schedule. Everyone is putting in, their input of how the schedule should be made regarding these work tasks and responsibilities, because once again, this is not only affecting us, it's affecting them. So with us making the schedule, they're able to create a plan of how everything should be done, a plan of how when everything should be done. And if this goes accordingly, they could use this little schedule for future projects, for um, future um, future plans for the business, or even implement this into the training for when new employees start at the facility. That way, the new employees have in mind of what they're supposed to do throughout the week and get it done correctly, efficiently, and on time. So, yeah, that's one good thing. The next topic we're gonna be going over is when company changes occur, is it necessary for employees to be involved in these company changes conversations, and why is it preferred or desirable for employees to be involved in these company changes, and then to what extent do we think um, that this practice is used in the real world? So I definitely believe that employees should be involved in any company changes because, like I mentioned before, the employees are working the business. Yes, there is management, there is higher power, but the employees are the ones doing the work. So if they are not involved in this company change, how are they going to know who to report to? How do they know who to ask questions to? How are they supposed to know about their new jobs and tasks and responsibilities? How will they know the new strategies and rules, and who is creating these new strategies and rules? You know, it is all of this has an effect on their work efficiency and productivity. So keeping them out of the box of what's going on would create a negative downfall in all of the productivity and efficiency for the workplace, which is not what we want. Now, to what extent do I think that this is going to in the real world? To be honest, I feel like not many businesses are improving on this certain aspect or situation of telling other employees of new changes that are occurring in the workplace. Um, and I have definitely seen it, not just myself, but I've heard it from others, like my friends or my brother who has a job as well, that something occurs that they were not made aware of, and then it turns into a negative outcome that either affects them or affects others. And of course, that's not what they want. So, it is something that should be improved, and it has to be put into the higher power or higher management's mind that the employees are doing the work. The employees are what's getting everything done in the business. So keeping away a change that's going to be affecting their workflow, their work productivity and efficiency is not something that should be done. It should be put into everyone's minds that the employees should be at least second or third to know, because of course this has to be talked to with administration and all that before telling employees, but should be immediately told after speaking to anyone with higher power, so that there can be less accidents, less mistakes, and any negative outcomes because of not telling everyone about a company change. Me personally, I have experienced this again in my current job where one of our doctors left the practice. With this occurring, we had to change our schedules. We had to change the patient schedules. We had to change the way we work technically, because we had to fix our office setup. Then we had to fix our work schedule regarding the tasks and responsibilities. So everything took a major 360. And thankfully, with this drastic change that occurred in the business, we were made aware as soon as it occurred. And with this occurring, of course, we're still learning. There's going to be bumps on the roads. Not everything's going to be perfect. But we are getting accustomed to a new schedule that is working due to the company change and because of them letting us know about this company change. Um, like I said, there is bumps in the road, but we are able to, we're getting accustomed to this new work schedule, the new provider schedules, the new patients charts, organization, the new workflow for the front desk, the back office, the back medical staff. Everyone is getting accustomed to a new schedule because of us being made aware of this company change. And if this wouldn't have happened, this would have caused a major setback in our work productivity. So yeah, that was a good decision on their part to tell us right away after this company change occurred. Do I believe that community change is compatible with promoting a company diversity? So, of course, diversity, automatically we think race, gender, ethnicity, culture, religion, sexual orientation, all of that. But it goes beyond that. There's also, various work skills, work ethic, forms of communication. There's many things that occur with diversity. And communal culture is a culture that emphasizes collaboration, teamwork, and a sense of belonging amongst all employees. Um, so, do I think promoting a communal company is compatible with promoting a company diversity? Yes. Like I said, communal culture involves, collaboration, teamwork, a sense of belonging. With diversity, where there's a different piece in everyone. There's something different about each individual. And with communal culture, everyone will be able to feel involved, feel welcomed, feel one with the work team, feel one with the company. Have a sense of belonging that they can freely express and communicate anything with any of their coworkers. Um, and this would also help with collaboration, with them not having much, nervousness and no fear, feeling more belonging into the company. They'll have more of a confident work ethic and attitude, and collaborate with their team members, work with their team members, and this could increase productivity and efficiency for a business. So yes, I do believe that promoting communal culture is compatible with promoting a company diversity. And for example, my first job, it was a grocery store, and that grocery store had over 50 to 70 employees. With those 50, 70 employees, of course, we were all working different departments, so we all had our each own specific skills. But of course, there was many things. We come from different job experiences. We come from different cultures. We come from different backgrounds, and that affects our work skills, our work ethics, our personalities, our characteristics. That all has an effect. We're all different in some way, but there was a communal culture. There wasn't a space where everyone felt like they can speak to each other freely without having any fear. Collaborating, teamwork. Even if we were from separate departments, we still helped each other. There was a sense of belonging amongst everyone. No one had a fear of like, oh, I don't think I can speak to him. I don't think I can speak to her. Instead, they just, went up to them and, started a conversation and then asked for help, did the work, and got the work done. So I have been in a workplace that involved communal culture and had a workplace diversity, and it just went perfectly good together. So, yes, I do believe that promoting communal culture is compatible with promoting company diversity. Now, last topics is if or do different cultures experience high power or low power distance in business as a reflection of their mode in political governance. And yes, they do. So, of course, it has to do with the political governance that is in the workplace. But let's go over the distances first. Higher power distance displays a significant gap between leaders and followers regarding power. And then lower power distance emphasizes more of an open a space of equality and open communication. And like I said, these power distances are influenced by the mode of political governance. With political governance, there are two systems. There is authoritarian system, which is in the which is in the hands of few people, um, and that holds higher power distance. Democratic systems are the power is distributed evenly between leaders and um, between is distributed evenly, but leaders are elected through processes or a democratic process. And this system holds a lower power distance.